Smoke billowed over central Bujumbura following sustained gunfire and loud explosions at Burundi's main radio and television stations. Pro-Nkurunziza army forces fought soldiers loyal to the coup leader as they tried to gain control of the airwaves. The radio station initially went off but came back on after some gunfire exchanges. Control of the state-owned radio and television channels is important as they're the only ones that broadcast out of Bujumbura. Reports indicate that Rema FM, which was largely pro-government, was burnt down last night. According to news agencies, 2 private radio stations have been shut down. The most popular radio, Public Africaine, was burnt down overnight after broadcasting General Niyobare's coup announcement. Reports from Burundi also indicate that the main airport remains closed while some borders have been reopened. The army remains divided on who indeed is in charge, as some soldiers have already taken sides and moved to the Niyobare camp. Political analysts say the current situation in Burundi is a time bomb for the rest of the countries in the region.
If you don't listen to the voice of the citizens, if you don't listen to the voice of reason and rational thinking, Uganda may be having some kind of semblance of order, somehow of control, but in terms of sustainable development, we are likely also to slide into a Bujumbura-Burundi question.
Now, the United States of America has called for calm in the country and for the warring factions to come to a mutual agreement.
The United States is following with concern the news coming out of Bujumbura. We call on all sides to lay down arms, end the violence, and show restraint, just as Burundian authorities have a responsibility to restore the necessary conditions to hold credible elections.
The Secretary General urgently calls on all parties to exercise calm and restraint. He reminds all Burundian leaders of the need to preserve peace and stability in a country that has suffered so grievously from previous bouts of violence.
Allegations of Nkurunziza's whereabouts remain abound. Tanzania's government spokesperson Salva Mama is quoted as saying that, and I quote, "Nkurunziza flew out of Tanzania on Wednesday night and did not return." The unrest began on 26 April after Pierre Nkurunziza announced that he would run for re-election in June. Earlier this month, the country's constitutional court upheld Nkurunziza's bid and gave him a green light as a presidential candidate. At least 20 people are known to have died and 70,000 have fled to neighboring countries since the violence started last month.